Talk about the tournament, and you have it here in town, and what that means having the tournament here in Lexington.
Well, having the softball tournament here in Lexington means a lot to a lot of different people. First of all, when I got here 6 years ago, if you would have showed up to the softball field, there was a small grandstand. It's about the size of one row here, and you know, we've made drastic improvements. So first of all, it says a lot for the Commonwealth of Kentucky to be able to have ESPN here hosting the SEC tournament, that they are able to put up such an amazing softball facility for a softball team and women's sports in general.
Talk about your pitcher and how good she is.
Our pitcher's really good. You know, she's a freshman. First of all, to be able to break a record in wins just as a freshman in a league like this is pretty impressive. And what makes her so great is she's so down to earth. She's a hard worker, and she just can locate her pitches. She does that very well. She's very tough. She's got the heart of the lion, and she's tough as nails. So she's done a great job for us this season.
Did you know she'd be this good so soon?
You know, I knew she was going to be good. You know, I knew she was going to be very good. To be able to do what she's done in the SEC her first year, I think surpassed my expectations of her, yes.
Does that mean that you are going with the freshman in Game 1 versus South Carolina? Have you made that decision as of yet?
Yeah, I think everyone in the country knows we're going with her Game 1. So I think so, yeah. It's not a secret. You know, I love our other pitchers, but she's the woman who's got us here. So I want to make sure that she has that opportunity on national TV.
Could she pitch all 4 games?
She could. You know, hopefully we'll have the offense going so that we'll have that. We get a chance to see that. I know she's pitched 3 in a row this year, so 4 would be something she hasn't done, but I believe she can do it. Yes.
Rachel, playing at home, talk about what kind of a leg that gives you a leg up on this tournament.
Well, it absolutely does. First of all, everyone knows that there's nothing better than Kentucky fans. You know, when the Big Blue Nation comes out, it's pretty impressive, as we showed 2 years ago when we hosted a Super Regional. So even when they're not softball fans in general, just being a Kentucky fan really helps us out a lot. So, you know, it's nice to be able to have that crowd behind you when you're playing such awesome opponents.
How remarkable is it that you're comfortable with the freshmen in a tournament like this, in an environment like this?
Well, if you knew our team and you knew her, you know, it's remarkable from the standpoint that all of them are very mature. You know, they were all picked because they were winners, you know, and then, you know, we have a number of freshmen on the field, so the fact that they've been able to do what they have so far, you know, hats off to them. But, you know, they all did great in their state championships and everything, so the fact that they're able to pick up their game and change to the speed of the game and be able to produce at the same level they did when they were younger really says a lot about them.
Talk about coming off the series against Alabama and the momentum you guys may have right now.
I think first and foremost, to be able to go into Alabama and get a win is huge, and then we've never done that before, so I think it gives us a lot of confidence, and I think it gives the younger players a lot of confidence. They went in there and they hit 2 very awesome pitchers, so I believe that shows them that they can get it done, because in order for us to get where we want to go, which is the World Series, we're going to have to go through pitchers like the ones they have at Alabama. So I think it gives them a lot of confidence, and hopefully we'll be able to take that momentum into our game tomorrow night against South Carolina.
You touched on the freshman class, but the senior class, no one on this team has won an SEC tournament game. Playing it at home, is there any extra pressure? Is this something that you guys have talked about at all as far as winning a conference game?
No, it hasn't something. You know, our goal every time we step out on the field is to win games, and we are, you know, one of the benefits of being in the SEC is every time you step on the field, you're playing somebody who's a potential national champion, if not already a national champion. So I don't think there's any more pressure added to it, but there's definitely an excitement added that you're playing at home, you're playing at a brand new stadium, and you're playing in front of the Big Blue Nation. So I think, you know, I definitely believe that's going to have a factor on the game tomorrow.
You have some other freshmen that are also making some big strides this year besides your pitcher. Can you talk a little bit about those guys?
Yeah, you know, we've gotten a lot of contributions from a lot of freshmen. Just this past weekend against Alabama, Nikki Sagerman got 6 RBIs, and that ties a school record, which, you know, she's been impressive all year, and she continues to get better and better every time she steps out on the field. You know, Macy Steed had a game-winning catch where she stole a home run. It would have been a grand slam. So for a freshman to do that was probably one of the best catches I've ever seen. You know, Christian Stokes has really settled into the shortstop position for us, and then, you know, Silver Samuel and Ansley Smith have also done awesome jobs. So, you know, you have to give them credit for how well they've done, and each one of them has been a major contributor in an SEC game so far this year.
You guys swept the Gamecocks earlier this year. Does that have any extra, you know, mojo for you guys, or is it, you know, that's regular season, this is conference play?
You know, that seems so long ago, because when you're playing teams like Alabama, then you play Florida, and then you play Missouri, and then you play, you know, we had a game against Tennessee. When you play all those people, the game that you played like 5 weeks ago is so far in their memory, and you know how kids are, they don't remember anything anyway. So I think it gives them confidence knowing that they've beaten them, but I think it was so far removed. I think that they're actually just looking forward to getting back on the field and hopefully winning an SEC game.
Talk about Kara and Alice and their roles in jump-starting this offense.
You know, Alice has been in all year. She's been in the middle of our lineup, and she has a ton of RBIs, and she has a lot of key hits in SEC games. You know, Cara Dill's senior year has been unfortunate for her because she was by far our best player coming back. She was our best offensive player the past 2 seasons, and she broke her hand against LSU. She got hit by a pitch, so she's just coming back now. But the exciting thing is on Saturday, she went in, she got her first at bat, and she got a hit in that at bat. So I know that Kara's excited to get back out on the field and to hit. And her contribution, both of them as leaders, they're both team captains, and they've really done a good job of molding our freshmen and showing them what it takes to be a winner in the SEC.